Good morning.
Good morning.
Please stand and join me for the presentation of colors by the Northeast High School JROTC.
March time, march. Colors, hope, left face, freeze then, colors. Right, face, forward, march. Come left, march. Come left, march.
You may be seated.
Colors, hope, order, colors.
Welcoming you to the new Northeast High School ribbon cutting ceremony humbles me as I think about the predecessors that came before me, the shoulders of those principals, administrators, and leaders that set the way for us. It is indeed an honor to stand here this morning for the ribbon cutting ceremony. As I look out into the audience, I see my fellow principals on the east side, the middle school, the elementary schools, Dr. Griffin Stewart, Dr. Suzanne Watkins, Ms. Tanya Allen. We're all thankful for this opportunity to come up on the hill. So thank you. With that being said, we'd also like to thank the National Superintendent of the Year, Dr. Curtis Jones, our board president, Lester Miller, our very own East Side Out Loud board member, Ms. Ella Stiles Carter, and all of our other distinguished guests. Welcome to the new Northeast High School facility. I want you to do something for me though. Ms. Principal, please appease me for one moment. We start off each morning with our Raider Declaration. So please join me at this time. Today, I am successful.
Today I am successful.
Progress is my only option.
Progress is my only option.
I am a Raider.
I am a Raider.
I am focused on the positive. I encourage myself and others. I recall information. I understand what I'm reading. My teachers prepare me well. I respond appropriately. Greatness is our portion. That's right, everyone. Greatness is our portion. And guess what? We have a building to match it. Give it a round of applause for this beautiful building. Thank you to Sheridan and Stafford for putting this all together for us and making this happen. Before I move on to the program, this has been one of the greatest challenges and achievements that I've had as an educator. To be able to see a new building erected and to actually be able to move into that building was a roller coaster ride that I will never forget. But when I think about that roller coaster ride, I think about sometimes those people that may actually be forgotten at different times. And so there's one person, before we turn it over to Mr. Moore for our inspiration, that I really, really want to acknowledge. And so I'll ask that person to come up for a minute. Mr. Marty Drawman. Come on, Mr. Drawman. A lot of people, you just don't know it. But this young man, all the way long, this is the glue that holds construction side together with the instruction side. So you have construction and instruction. And we just want to tell you all the late nights, all the early phone calls, we really appreciate you helping us to get in this building. We appreciate you standing there with us day in and day out. We just really want to say thank you for this, for your time and efforts.
He still owes me a steak dinner. This was a surprise. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I want everybody to know that it took a lot of people to get this building completed, not just me. I can't say enough about my department that I work with, capital improvements, technology, the warehouse, in the maintenance department. So it took a lot of people. Sheridan, William Hollis, the job superintendent, Michael. I mean, those guys really made my job a whole lot easier. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And now at this time, please join me in welcoming the 2018 Bibb County Teacher of the Year, our very own instructional coach, Mr. Jared Moore, for inspiration.
Greetings to our National Superintendent of the Year, Dr. Curtis Jones, board members, and other guests. We are elated to have you here with us today to witness firsthand that there is no amount of joy that matches the unbridled joy that Raiders of Northeast High School have when we sing about those three great schools of old, the Raider pride that lies in our hearts, and the alma mater that we love so dearly. You see, only those who have walked the halls of Valhalla know that Northeast High School is home to the brightest students and the most competent educators in this nation. Today is the dawn of a new era here at 1646 Upper River Road. The Raiders of Northeast High School are standing on the precipice of change. It is indeed a new day and a new way in Raider country. As you look around this brand new building of red, black, and gold, you will understand what we mean each day when we proclaim that greatness is our portion. You see, the red symbolizes the commitment and dedication that we have toward academic excellence here at what we affectionately call the Hill. With the new resources at our disposal, we are committed to achieving our goal of a CCRPI score greater than 70. The black is symbolic of the mystery that surrounds our successes each day. You see, Mr. Jones, they're watching and they're curious to know about the collaborative planning processes that you've established. They're curious to know about the mystery surrounding pushing until success happens and how that allowed the Raiders of Northeast High School to see a CCRPI increase of 9.9. And last but not least, that pure, shining gold, which is associated with illumination, love, and wisdom, is a reflection of the love and passion that we have for this school as well as this community. Yes, today is a new day here in Raider Country, and we are delighted that you are here to be a part of such an auspicious occasion. And next, I would like to welcome to the stage my elementary and high school principal and our board member, Mrs. Ella Stiles Carter.
Dr. Jones, National Superintendent of the Year, visiting dignitaries, fellow board members, celebrities, and they are amongst us. We have state representatives, Lucas and city representatives, parents, and all that makes up this group. My main man, and he loves me. I love Mr. Jones over there. Northeast staff and all of our out north, east side, out loud, numbers and supporters. Good morning. There aren't many times in my life when I just didn't know what to say, and those of you who know me know that. Something about this that just changes my whole persona. I look around and say, my gosh, if I had it when I was there, maybe I would have done a better job than I've done in past years. But this is just so heartwarming. But again, I say this each time I talk about progress that we make on this side. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I'm more than humbled to serve as your board representative and be a part of this celebration. In 1964, and that was long before most of you were born or will admit to it, the late Sam Cooke recorded and took to the top of the charts a song titled, "A Change is Gonna Come." It's been a long time coming, he said, but a change is gonna come. And today, the change has come. But long before Sam Cooke, I read the Word. And the Word says, to everything there is a season and a time. To every purpose, Reverend Speakland, under the heavens. Northeast Raiders, today is our day. And it's our time. And we celebrate. And we celebrate with deep appreciation to all of the people sitting in front of us and on this stage who made it happen. How about a round of applause to Northeast Raiders? Address the group because Mr. Jones tells me that students will see this. So this is my message to them. The facility is ours, but in and of itself it means nothing. It comes with a challenge. And today I have chosen to challenge you directly from the pen of Michelle Obama in her book, becoming. And she poses for us a question. She says, who are we and who do we want to become? And that's the question I have for the present Northeast Raiders. Who are we and who do we want to become? Do we want to become doctors, lawyers, whatever? Maybe even superintendents and principals. And the time is right. And this facility is now conducive to the kind of learning that we've wanted for our children all along. And today, we capture this time and we challenge you to make the best of it. And for years, I came up here and my word to my students was always have a Raider Day. You have to understand the connotation of what a Raider Day was. So I wish for each of you a Raider Day. At my last graduation, and by the way, I have one of my assistants, Ms. Reeks, is in the building. She's one of the assistant principals here. And you hear this voice, you know I can't sing, but the last graduation, I decided I wanted to sing to my students. And I sang. Oh, everybody almost stroked out. I sang anyway. And it was a challenge to that class, and I wanted to be a challenge to this group. And what I did, I kind of paraphrased a song that I used to sing to my grandkids when they were babies. And when I sang Dr. Dillard to my grandkids, they'd all go to sleep. There was something magical about my singing it. And the lines were lines from a little song that my children had learned to sing at church. And the song says, you are, and it's paraphrased, you are a promise. You are a possibility. You are promised with a capital P, and you can do anything you want to be. And that's my challenge to you, more than all the beauty in this building. I wish you well. I wish your schools to continue to rise and that you are competitive with every school in this city because you are a Northeast Raider. And I end it every day with my students and I say it to them, now you have a Raider Day. Thank you and thank you.
Good morning and welcome. On behalf of my amazing principal, Mr. Stephen Jones, I would like to say thank you to the National Superintendent of the Year, Dr. Curtis Jones, the board president, Mr. Lester Miller, board members, Sheridan and Stafford Construction Companies, and other distinguished guests. Standing with me today, I have Micah Williams. Micah Williams, throughout all of his high school years, has maintained a 4.0 GPA, and he is valedictorian of his class of 2020. Throughout his 4 years of high school, Micah Williams has been a participant of jazz band, concert band, marching band, and district honor band. Michael Williams is an FBLA and he is platoon commander of ROTC. As of December 21st, last year, Michael Williams has already been enlisted in the United States Army, and his future goals are to become a Central Intelligence Officer.
Let's talk about the lovely Miss Kennedy Randall, who is the future valedictorian of the rising class of 2021. She too has maintained a 4.0 GPA throughout her entire high school career. She is currently participating in Literary Club, Drama Club, Academic Club, the Marching Band, Jazz Ensemble, Concert Band, the Mentors Project, the Gifted Program, and the Honors Program. Her future goal includes to become a follower of Nikola Tesla and to be a future physicist.
One of the many things I love about this school is our up-and-coming wellness center. This wellness center was not only designed for the staff and faculty, but also for the elderly in the community.
In addition to these improvements, we are now able to take classrooms outdoors. We are able to use new computer electronic panels to move the classroom from indoor to outside, so we are no longer confined to just being indoors during our classroom activities.
So how about this amazing and beautiful auditorium? As a band member and as a drama club member, I'm proud to be able to practice on an authentic stage with state-of-the-art light and sound systems.
I too love the auditorium because, as you can hear, the acoustics in here are perfect, great for band performances and theater acts.
In addition to all of these benefits, due to the broader windows and natural lighting, students and teachers are calmer and more alert. I could continue on and talk about our healthcare labs, our science labs, our computer labs, but I was only allowed 4 minutes, when really I would have asked for 4 hours. I say all of this just to say thank you for providing the students, faculty, and staff with this excellent facility.
Eastside.
Out loud!
Good morning. I am Mr. Travis Spivey, the 2019-2020 Northeast High School Teacher of the Year. It gives great honor to welcome our guests, superintendent, school board members, retirees, community, faculty, and staff to such a memorable occasion, and one that excites us all, the dedication of the new Northeast High School. Over the past year, there have been countless amounts of planning, meetings, hard work, dedication, sweat, and support that has gone into making this day a reality. Not just for the educators who are excited about the vibrant and expansive hallways, the highly customized detail-oriented rooms, and also as a science teacher, home to the best science classrooms and laboratories in Middle Georgia. I'm just saying. Mostly this is a great day for the students who fill the halls of the new Northeast High School, our future leaders of tomorrow. These young scholars will have confidence in knowing that they will have all that is needed from this new state-of-the-art high school to help them achieve their scholastic goals and inspire them to construct their roadmap for their future. We have the utmost confidence in knowing that as they matriculate through this great educational institution, that they will aspire to become our future doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, nurses, educators, political leaders, administrators, and much more. As educators, we are elated to know that with this new building, we are given the opportunity to provide the best education to our students. It provides us all with a better opportunity to meet the expectations for quality learning spaces, flexibility, safety, and future growth. It provides us the opportunity to have creative, functional, and purposeful flowing learning environments that will help us to better pour into the minds that you have trusted us to educate. As an educator, I can share with you that having a functional classroom and being equipped with the 21st century educational tools can have a great impact on the way we teach and how our students learn. I want you to know that this day could not be possible without your support and the strong foundation that this school was built upon. The veteran educators who came before us, who have seen the great potential that will become the Northeast High School, paved the way for all of the present educators today and produce very productive graduates over the years. On behalf of the administrators, faculty, staff, and students, we thank you for your hard work, dedication, sweat, and tears that you have put into forming Northeast High School. We thank you for the support that you continue to provide to us throughout the years. We thank you for entrusting us with the future of Northeast High School and continuing the legacy that you have built. Just like a large, strong tree that has deep roots, a solid trunk that leads up to branches and leaves that bears fruit, Northeast High School was built from the strong roots, trunks, branches, and leaves of the educators, faculty, and staff that came before us. The foundational roots that were planted have resulted in a solid trunk with many different branches, which represents the many experiences, challenges, and changes that Northeast has undergone throughout the years. The leaves represent the many administrators, educators, and staff, past, present, and future, who will continue to come through with these mighty doors. And with all of this, Northeast High School produces some of the brightest scholars, the fruit of this tree, the future leaders of tomorrow, who not only empower greatness, but will become part of the legacy of Northeast High School, for greatness is theirs and all of our portions. Today's dedication marks the continuation of the greatness of Northeast High School and much more is to come. On behalf of all the educators who are ecstatic and proud to be a part of this monumentous day, we thank you.
Good morning. A ribbon cutting is the reason that we're here. And as I was reflecting on this occasion and the experience that it's creating for individuals who will be present and who will see this later, it caused me to reflect. It caused me to reflect to 90 minutes ago when I came into this room and I stood in the back and I looked and saw the stage. And I brought in and saw the colors in the chairs. And that took me back to May of 2015, when I first met Steve Jones on a tour of the Northeast High School. And as we walked through the building, Steve shared with me some of his concerns as a principal. He shared with me the idea that he was trying to motivate students and prepare them for learning. But he shared with me also that the restrooms had locks on them that looked like they had just been left there because of concerns. He showed me on walls where it was 3 different coats of paint that had been put in place. He shared with me the classrooms that were low ceilings and the air conditioning didn't work. And he said, "We're trying hard, Dr. Jones, but we need help." And I thought at that time that we need to have a school that I want my children and my grandchildren to attend. And when I looked at that Northeast, I said, we can do better. And I went to the school board, and we knew that we had built new schools, and we talked about the new schools that we could build. And I said, we need to build a new Northeast. We need to build a new Northeast for those students. And they did. That board said we can do better. And Steve said that we can do better for the East Side because people in the community sometimes forget about us. And our board said we can show that we can invest for that side of town as well. And they did. And I'll be honest, if I had a chance to build the school that I wanted to build, it probably wouldn't look like the high school that I went to. I just didn't know any better. But this community came together in community meetings and said, we can design a school for our students that meet our needs, not only for today, but for the future. They met in community meetings, they came together, and they thought, and they shared, and they built this school. That was amazing. And the fact that we're now able to come and have a ribbon cutting for the students who are here now and for the ones that we're going to have is even more amazing. It touched my heart. It's what we as educators live for. We want to see a better world for our students, and we want to see that we're able to make a difference. And when we talk to this community about the legacy that they can leave in place, This is a part of that legacy. This is a part of our victory and progress. This is a part of what we wanted to be able to accomplish. And so, you're going to have the president speak to you later, but on behalf of the school board and the school district, I want to thank the community for having the faith and the confidence and the trust in our school system in a time when it didn't exist, to say that we can do something better for our students, for our future. Because those students are our students. And it is what we deserve and what they deserve. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the ROTC that came in today and showed us what leadership, scholarship, and citizenship looks like. I want to thank the choir for coming and singing and demonstrating what our students in any of our schools are able to accomplish. I want to thank a past principal of this school who said, we did the best we could with what we had, but we knew we could do better. And I want to thank the current principal for continuing to lead this school in amazing ways. And I want to thank the valedictorian, salutatorian, the teachers of the year of this school, because it demonstrates who we are, what we believe. When we talk about values and character, this is what it's about. So thank all of you for coming and being a part of this. I'm sorry I got a little emotional, but this means a lot to me today. Thank you.
Please stand for the singing of the alma mater.
Thank you for that wonderful song. Dr. Fickman, this is the day that the Lord hath made. This is the day that the Lord hath made.
Yeah.
My pleasure made closure remarks today, and Ms. Ella Mae Stiles Carter, my fellow board member, took a lot of comments that I wanted to say, but it has been a long time coming. A long time. When I'm listening to this alma mater, it reminds me, the only time I hear that song, is, you know it, it's graduation. These young men, young women sitting right here, and those in the back. This is the song, the last song you're going to sing before you go. And it should mean something to you, but most importantly, it reminds me about why we're here today in this building. Northeast High, proudly standing tall. Not just this new building that you have here. The building doesn't make the school, it's the people. Just like the church, it's the people in that church. Forever your light shall shine. Your light has to shine to this community, this entire community. You see, you're the one who carry on the torch. You students are the ones who have to represent Northeast High School from this point on. Others have laid the foundation for you. Whether it's the old brick, whether it's the graffiti hallways, whether it's the locked doors on the bathrooms, they laid the foundation for you. It's your time to make sure that light shines. We appreciate everybody being here today. I do want to recognize some of our guests today. Senator Lucas, thank you, sir, for your dedication, for being here today, along with Commissioner Elaine Lucas, for being here today in support of Northeast. I see our district attorney, David Cook. David, thank you for being here today. Thank you for your justice, the partnership with us, the school system, helping to turn things around for our youth. I want to personally recognize our board members. Dr. Henry Ficklen, thank you for your help, always being there to support our school system and participating in the East Block Committee, which the East Block funds help pave the way for this school here. I want to thank our Vice President, Dr. Sandra Woodford, for attending today. Dr. Woodford, thank you for being here today. Our Treasurer, Dr. Thelma Dillard. Board members, Darrell Morton, Bob Easter, as well as Dr. Lisa Garrett. This is a beautiful building, beautiful building. You know, I had the fortunate to be a part of the naming committee when Ms. Carter, when this first began. I had the good fortune to sit in the old media center with a group of parents and a group of concerned citizens who want to know what the future of Northeast had. At that time, we had the architects who were here today, WMTA 2A, as well as SB Design Group. They were going over some plans. They were asking for input because this is a neighborhood school. We had all the principals and assistant principals, you see. I'll tell you one thing about Eastside. It's truly Eastside out loud. This is a true family over here. We go to all parts of the community. We don't see every assistant principal, every principal have the buy-in that you have in this side of town. They wish to have on the other side of town, then you got the new school. So you have a lot to be proud of here. But I appreciate the cooperation that you may have that goes on behind the scenes. I appreciate the fact that Sheridan and Stafford work jointly on this project together. That's two different aspects of our community coming together to do what's right for our community. And yes, there were some challenges. There's a lot of challenges in this school. When you say it's been a long time coming, it's been a long time coming for a bunch of different reasons. Dr. Jones touched on it a little bit, but it started way before Dr. Jones got here. You see, this school has been going down for a while. And it takes a lot of people working together to make sure it happens in the right way. Dr. Jones, we went through, what, 7, 8 superintendents before you got here. Seemed like 20 or 30. We went through some board members before you got here. There were some challenges financially through the East Block to get things done. Dr. Jones is right. He came to the school. He knew it needed to be done. The board members already on board knew it needed to be done. But we came together as a team to do what we thought was right for these young men and women right here. You see, it costs a lot of money to build a school of this nature. And there were forces that try to keep this from happening. We went through 2 or 3 different bidding processes. And these construction folks can appreciate all the time and effort they put into this project to finally get the bid and then make it come to fruition. But not only that, we started the project, guess what happened? You know, there's some folks in Washington who think they know better and start putting tariffs on everything. And so what happened? You know, the price of this building went up $8 million. $8 million overnight. Forces of evil were trying to make sure this was not going to happen. But guess what? This board didn't give in. This board said, look, we value these students. We value them. We value the effort they're putting in. We support our teachers, our principals. Dr. Jones, Stephen Jones, you have an excellent leader here in Stephen Jones. He's your biggest mouthpiece. He's your biggest supporter. And he really, he does a good job for the school system here. We appreciate him and everything he does. So the school system did not back down. We said, we committed to this project and we're going to make it happen. And today, like Dr. Jones, when I walked in the door here today, I didn't really see the building. It's nice, the architecture's nice. What I saw was two young men who met me with a leadership level, who greeted me, who shook my hand, who was excited about the new school they had, who walked me down the hallway, who was excited about the labs we went into. They were excited about the media center. I tell you, the media center is nothing like the media center I had. Nothing like the media center I had. They were excited about showing the gym off, about the community fitness area they have here. We went back there and looked at the horticulture stuff, and we had to go into see all the nice plants and flowers and what's going to happen. See, this is just not a building. This is changing the culture of this community, one step at a time. So I know I've been long-winded, and like Dr. Jones said, growing up in Bibb County, I never really got to be in a new school. There was no new schools built when I was coming up. And this board has committed to do that for all parts of the community. So with every new school, you have new first day of school. But I think this is going to be a little bit special this year. The first graduating class of the new Northeast High School. So on behalf of the Bibb County School Board, I'd like to thank you for your effort. For all the hard work you put in behind the scenes that go unrecognized. For the items you buy in the store that help build this building, one penny at a time. We thank you for your support and your continued support for our school system. So although we're cutting the ribbon today, we know a lot of hard work has been done, and we look forward to coming back next year to do the same thing for Akron. The same thing for Akron. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful school, and we're going to have a lot of good things to say about that because a lot of hard work has been done. So we look forward to coming back and doing this again next year. I look forward to seeing these young men, young women graduate, walk across that stage, and receive their diplomas. Because we value you. You're important to us. At this time, we're going to have the ribbon cutting. We appreciate everybody coming today. We're going to take a few moments to have the ribbon cutting. And first, we'd like to have some representatives from the construction and design groups to come up, as well as the students and board members. Everyone else can either stay seated or you can network with other folks while you're here. This is going to conclude our program. Thank you very much for coming.